I apologize for calling that quorum roll call, but this is an important issue, and I needed you here to hear the debate. Regardless of how you vote on it, you need to hear this debate. This is on amendment number 54. Amendment 54.
Chair apologizes to the gentleman at the microphone. The lady's having difficulty hearing the gentleman at the microphone. The chair will respectfully ask members, please subdue their conversations. Pay due attention to the gentleman at the microphone. The chair recognizes Mr. Turner of Dennis.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is about Amendment 54 and a further amendment that has been filed by the Chair of Ways and Means on Amendment 54 to put the issue into a study. And I'm asking you not to vote to put this issue into a study for a very specific reason. This issue that is in Amendment 54 is an issue that we have all recognized, regardless of where your towns are, with local aid and lottery aid. We have all recognized, at least since I've been here, and I'm sure since all of you who have been here for much longer than me have recognized, an inequity in the lottery formula. When there's an inequity in a formula that gives your communities money, just as there is with the Chapter 70 formula, we can never correct it until there's an opportunity to hold everybody else harmless. Right now, because of this gaming legislation and item 55, section 55 in the gaming legislation, which says they're going to create a gaming local aid fund, the money from which will be combined with the lottery and go out according to the lottery formula. You all got from the chairman of the committee a spreadsheet that shows $100 million is anticipated to go into that section. We now have the opportunity to correct this inequity in the lottery distribution, and that inequity is this. There are only 32 towns, 32 communities in this Commonwealth generate 1/3 of all of the revenues for the lottery. And many of those towns, in fact, most of those towns and others, get far, far less than your communities get. That's an inequity. They generate the income and then get very little. My town of Dennis, my town of Yarmouth, many of the towns on the Cape, many of the towns in the Berkshires happen to be those communities that get far less than the rest of you do, yet they generate the revenues. What Amendment 54 would do, and I know the further amendment talks about 25%, and many of you weren't here to hear the further amendment. The further amendment proposes to put this into a study, and it talks about 25% of the revenues generated per community would go back to that community, and not less than. The chairman knows, and leadership knows, that I've been proposing yesterday and today and even before that 25% be reduced to 10%. 10% to correct that inequity. That 10%, by the way, remember all of the money that we're talking about in this gaming legislation, millions and millions and millions of dollars, to correct this inequity is only $10,500,000. It doesn't need to go into a study. So what I would ask you to do, and by the way, if the gaming bill passes and that gaming local aid fund comes into being and you vote yes on this amendment to correct that inequity, every single town in this state will see an increase in their local aid. By doing what I'm asking you to do will not decrease your local aid a penny. Also, if the gaming bill passes and my amendment passes, it will not take effect until the gaming local aid revenues are ready for distribution. It will not take effect till then. So it's not going to happen as soon as this bill passes. It's only going to happen when the revenues come in, that fund builds up, and that money is ready for distribution. That's when it takes effect. Your communities will not lose a nickel from what you're getting now because of this amendment. So what I would ask you to do is vote no on the further amendment that would put this into a study. I will file a further amendment to reduce that 25% to 10%. And that will mean $10,500,000 in a piece of legislation that is talking about millions and millions and millions of dollars to correct an inequity that we all know and have all seen since we have been here. You cannot correct that inequity until there is more money to hold all of you harmless. I am all for holding everybody harmless. Good example of the inequity, and I'm only going to use one, maybe the worst of the bunch, and I'm not complaining about that. The communities I represent aren't complaining about that. This town will not lose a penny. And the town I'm going to talk about is the town of Amherst. The town of Amherst generates $5 million in revenues for the lottery. The town of Amherst gets $10 million from the lottery. My town of Dennis generates $12 million for the lottery and gets $600,000. It will correct that inequity. Many of your towns are in the same position. So please, this doesn't need a study. It's not going to cost millions and millions of dollars. It's not going to kick in until 2 or 3 years from now, just as the chairman said. Please, vote no on this further amendment. I will file this a further amendment to reduce that to 10%, and then we can really vote on correcting an inequity that we all have recognized for so long. Thank you.